Hello friends, my name's Annette with Sunbeam Fabric Art. Welcome to my channel. Not too long ago I did a video where I made 8 stockings for the family. Well, guess what? There was one family member who did not get a stocking, and that is our kitty cat Blaze. So today I'm going to make a little mini stocking for Blaze. Now I saved a plastic bag full of strip sets that I had made for these stockings that I did not use. I wanted to have some extra in case we have more family members in the future. The strip sets were made with 2.5-inch strips, and what you see me doing after I have joined 4 of them together, I'm cutting 2.5-inch widths. Five of these strips seemed like just the right size for a kitty cat stocking. In my stash, I knew I had a really cute fabric that is a dark background and it has little tiny paw prints on it. I actually have 2 pieces of it, so I thought I would probably have enough. I'll need 3 layers of this, one for the inside of the front and one for the inside and the outside of the back of this little stocking. The first thing to do is to stitch my strips together, and I'm going to stitch those together in opposite directions so that it's a checkerboard effect. Once I got all 5 strips stitched together, I pressed this little rectangle nice and flat. For the front of my little stocking, I'm making a quilt sandwich. I've got the back of the inside or the front section. I've got a little piece of batting, and then I'm laying down my strips. And I am just going to do some straight line decorative stitching. And while I was cutting this out, I saw a way to make a shortcut for myself. Instead of doing the full-on cuff that I did on the human variety, I just folded over the top to make a little cuff-like border at the top. Once I had my 3 lines of decorative stitching completed, I folded over that little top border and stitched it down. And just like the human version of the stockings, I did make myself a little casing where I folded it in on 3 folds, stitched down both sides of that, and that is going to become a little hook for the stocking. Next, I used my little pin container to draw some curved lines for the toe and the heel. I just used my scissors to cut out around these areas to make the heel and the toe of my stocking. I have the 2 pieces of fabric that are going to be the back of the stocking and the inside of the back of the stocking. And I'm pinning these together. My decorative side of my stocking is facing inward. I trimmed all the way around my toe box and the sides of the stocking. Similar to how I did the front of the stocking, I had a little extra on the top of the back, and I just simply folded that over to make a nice finished edge without having to go to all the trouble of making a cuff. And before I stitch these two pieces together, I do need to place my hoop, my hook, that's going to be the stocking hanger. So you can see I'm placing that to the inside of the stocking. The raw edges are going to be enclosed in the seam I'm about to stitch. I backstitched to make a nice strong seam at the top. Then I went all the way around this stocking to join the front to the back. One last thing I like to do on all these inside seams is go over them one more time with a blanket stitch. With the front and the back of the stocking securely attached, it's time to turn this right side out, and I'll be using a little wooden tool to poke out some of the curves. Once I had these seams as open as I thought they were going to get, I did take this little cute stocking to the iron and pressed it nice and flat. Here's a look at the front and the back of Blaze's little stocking. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you back again real soon.